Hi everyone, and welcome to your daily tarot reading. This is for Thursday the 15th of February. It's really nice to be with you today. I'm using the Wheel of the Year tarot for today's reading, and I'm going to choose 3 cards to give you an idea of what you'll be working with today. So let's have a look. We've also got a major solar eclipse happening on this day. So if you're interested in seeing the day's energy from the perspective of the astrology, have a look at the video I made on the partial solar eclipse. It goes into a lot of details about what this day is going to bring you energy-wise. But let's have a look at the tarot's take on today and what the tarot says this is going to be about. So first of all, we have the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is news coming in. We've got this man looking rather startled, and we've got this falcon delivering a message, and it's information coming in really quickly, and he's kind of protected and guarded in a way. He's kind of in this property, he's kind of locked in a way. There's a sense of restriction there. In this news coming in is something that may change the nature of his circumstances or may force him out into the world and to take action. The card is in reverse, so the main thing about this is not necessarily that you're presented with some new information that's coming in, but what happens is that your limitations and the structures and foundations of your life become somewhat less rigid and less controlling, and you do go out into the world and you start to see things differently. So think of these wands. Usually in the 8 of Wands, it's 8 wands just kind of shoved into the card, and it looks like a wall of wands. It looks like a block. It looks like an obstacle that has to be overcome. And when it's in reverse, it's about pulling those wands away and clearing the way forward. And that's the same with this card. This fence starts to kind of fall away, it's pulled away, and he's able to move forward and to go out into the world and to see it with a fresh pair of eyes and to rediscover the world and himself. The next card is the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is a man who's drawing something absolutely gorgeous. His posture isn't ideal, I have to say, but he's creating this beautiful mural, and it's because of his skills and because of his creative input that he is creating something that's going to stand the test of time. So if you see yourself differently today, you will discover that you have a talent that really makes you feel comfortable and at peace. We've got the moon there. It gives you a sense of fulfillment. It's also very personal, and it's a creative outlet that you've got. And with the sun at the top, using that creativity and that very intimate, personal way of expressing yourself really empowers you, and it adds something beautiful to the world. Finally, we have the World, and the World is the final card of the major arcana. And this is the card that's at the end of the Fool's journey. The Fool at the beginning knows nothing, and he's walking off a cliff, and he's just starting out, and he has no idea what he's doing. He goes through life with all its ups and downs. He has the Lovers, where he falls in love. Then he has the Hanged Man, where he's forced to kind of take responsibility and see things differently. Then he moves through into all sorts of different circumstances. Justice, where he may have to, deal with legal things or look at the consequences of his actions. It's a way of learning, and it's a life journey. And by the time you get to the World, you're complete. You've gone through all the seasons. You see yourself as you really are, and you get a sense of completion. So this could be the number 9 in numerology, which is about spirituality and completion. It's seeing yourself as a spiritual being having a human experience and realizing that everything is in its place and everything has happened for a reason and at the right time, and it's perfect. And the opportunity you have on this day is to really see yourself differently. After a while, we tend to forget about who we really are. Like, for instance, if you're a 5-year-old and you have dreams of doing all of these wonderful things. And then as you get older, you start listening to your family who expects you to run the family business. So you give up on your personal dreams. And then 20 years later, you're still working in the restaurant that your family built 100 years ago. And really, it's all become about the world and other people's expectations, and your hopes and dreams are kind of forgotten about, and you don't see yourself as you really were to begin with, and you just see yourself as life has made you and how life has shaped you. And today, all of those illusions fall away. The ones kind of move out of your path, and you really start to reconnect with your true self. That opens up something creative and very intimate and personal within you that you're able to express, and that is the real homecoming that I'm talking about. It's by having this new pair of eyes and delving into what you see rather than turning away from it and saying, oh my God, I'm someone totally different, which is exciting and scary. But when you make the effort to do that, you have the potential to create something beautiful and to complete yourself and to feel like you're at the end of your journey and you've discovered yourself or you've rediscovered yourself. So the cards are similar in terms of what they're saying for the energy for today, that the astrology is very much about seeing things clearly, looking at who you really are and how you can use that to be of service to others, and letting go of faulty beliefs about yourself. And the tarot is saying that you're given an opportunity to just see yourself clearly, that something arises from that, and that you can look at something beautiful that's hidden within you, and that you then feel a sense of completion, and you can then use that any way you want. You can either just bask in your own wonderfulness and just say, oh my God, I've done it. I do things that are creative and that make me feel good and I feel fab. Or you can use it to be of service to other people and help others and create value and make the world a better place. It's really your choice. But the cards are saying the most important thing here for today is this coming home to your true self, rediscovering yourself, and then having the freedom to make choices about how you're going to run your future. Are you going to keep painting beautiful murals that make you feel good and that make you feel empowered? Or when this day is over, are you just going to say, well, this is who I truly am, but I don't value who I truly am. I'm going to go back to the restaurant. I owe it to my family, and I'm going to dismiss my own desires and needs for the sake of others. That is also a choice. And you're always free to make your decisions, but today you really have the opportunity to see yourself as you truly are. And also, you know what's interesting? That this looks very similar to this. It's through looking at yourself that you can create and draw something beautiful, which actually ends up being yourself. So you create yourself in a certain way just by looking and being honest. 8 and 3 is 11. And 21 is 32. Let me just double check. I think it is. 21 and 3 is 24 and 8 is 32. Yeah. That's amazing. 3 and 2 is 5, and that's what we had a couple of days ago as well, and it's about freedom. And on this day in particular, it's freedom in terms of yourself, not being stuck in some sort of prescribed life that's been dictated to you, but having the opportunity to see yourself again for who you really are and choosing your own freedom. So you're out of jail. This is your get out of jail free card today. You rediscover and see yourself for who you are, and then you can make a choice and you can live the kind of life that you always wanted to live, but that you maybe even forgot you wanted to live. So it's a reminder and it's a homecoming. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch with me via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the Readings tab to audio reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.